Welcome to the press card of our acting provincial director, re-update of the Juan T. Humalon shooting incident. Sir, your statement. Kada practitioner, dalawang question, tapos pag mahurot ng tanan, another follow-up question. Dalawa lang muna, mga sirs.
Sir, good afternoon. Manuel Ronquillo from Radio Station 16. Sir, kilala na po ba ng pulisya ang tatlong suspect sa pamamagitan ng isang broadcaster? Sino-sino po sila at taga saan po sila? Anong po background na po?
Yes. As one of the developments we obtained, Special Investigation Task Group, on November 8, we were able to refer murder and death case sa Provincial Prosecutor's Office of Misamis Occidental. We referred the case against an identified gunman and two others. And this case will undergo case build-up procedure within 10 days. Dito magtutulungan yung prosecutor and our investigators to make the case airtight before formally filing it to the prosecutor's office. So as of now, we cannot reveal the identity of the suspects because it's still under case build-up procedure.
Okay. So, sa ngayon, hindi pa natin maisa publiko yung background nila. Kung gun for hire na sila or anong sila?
Yes. We deem it appropriate not to reveal as of this time so as not to preempt the investigation.
Now, you mentioned that the case is so built up. Why is so immediate charge? The prosecutor says they found your documents insufficient and giving you 10 days to supply the necessary documents relative to the filing of murder and death case against unidentified suspect, as you said, and two unidentified. So why did you hastily file when you didn't have the sufficient documents in the first place?
Yun yung purpose ng case build-up because of the new procedure ng Department of Justice. So, it's not always perfect. That's why during case build-up, doon magtutulungan yung prosecutor and the law enforcers to determine what are the lacking requirements na i-comply ng PNP to ensure not only having probable cause but certainty of conviction later on once the case is filed in court. It's just a procedure. It's a procedure in order to ensure na matibay yung kaso. Unlike before na once you file the case, it will outright be dismissed by the prosecutor pag kulang ng ebidensya or kulang ng requirements. This time, there is a 10 days for the prosecutor and the investigator to really coordinate and ensure that all requirements are complied with.
Second question. Murder and thefts. Are your persons and the rest from your own province or are they from the other province?
Come again?
Are your persons and the rest, the one named and two unnamed, are residents of Misamis Occidental?
Yes, they are residents of Misamis.
The three of them?
No, we only identified one.
Yeah.
The gunman.
So the gunman is from Misamis Occidental?
Yes.
In a record about his so-called identity in the underworld or what?
Yes, but we cannot reveal it right now.
So he is a resident of Misamis
Yes.
Occidental? Okay, thank you.
Okay, good afternoon. From 94.3 Partner Radio FM, Christine Fernandez Lozano. Napasaka na ba ang kaso o nadakpa na ba ang mastermind o principal suspect sa pagpatay kang Johnny Walker?
As I've said, the suspects remain at large, but we were able to identify the gunman, which led us to file or refer the case to the prosecutor with 2 other courts. So, just want to be clear that they're still at large.
Sa kabayan sa nahitabo, kung ito mong tuyo sa moong insidente?
Yes, in our initial investigation, we identified already the motives, possible motives. But considering that the case was already referred to the prosecutor for case build-up, we see it fit not to reveal the motive so as not to forewarn those people behind it.
Hello sir, good morning. May nga po sir si Jun Datreta Nipra sa gikan sa Dex TV. Sir, meron ba tayong time frame sa pagsulbat o pagbaril patay kay Johnny Walker?
It would be really difficult to put a time frame, but as we've been saying, the PNP wants this case solved as soon as possible.
Wala ba bang ibang investigahan ng maliban sa land dispute? Wala na bang ibang na-involve na
There are
kaso?
other motives aside from that, but as I've said, since the case was already referred for case build-up, we see na hindi mo na pwedeng i-reveal yung other motives considering that it may forewarn those people behind it. They might be forewarned if you will reveal the other motives, and it may preempt the investigation.
Let us give chance to other media practitioners. Ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Sheila Kapul from Beach Channel. Sir, kanusaan lang ni na hibawaan or inyong na-identify ang gunman? Dayon, dali lang kasi doon, sir. Sa unsang pamaagi man siya na-identify niyo?
Since the incident became viral sa social media and it has become sensationalized different news outlets, then we received information. From there, we received a lot of information from different sources. So, a witness came out that he can positively identify the suspect. So, that's why from there, we were able to confirm kung sino yung gunman that led us to file the case immediately.
How about, sir, katong unang nag-present ko na sketch nato? Kumusta na siya?
The person in the facial sketch is not the gunman actually. Siya yung dito sa gate. But this time, the new witness can possibly identify the gunman already. That's why we were able to know the identity of the gunman, and yun na yung ginamit ng ating mga investigators to file the case.
Okay, ako si Joanne Sarigong Pantasuda from Orchid Community Channel. Sir, kinahanglan bang sensationalize ang kaso before siya
mahatagan ng daling aksyon sa gobyerno?
Not necessarily, because every incident or every case has a different circumstances. Merong kaso na because of the circumstances of the incident, mahirap siya munang i-solve. Dahil walang witnesses, walang CCTV footages na nakuha sa lugar. But this time, immediately meron tayong CCTV footages na nakuha. So that aided the investigators to come up with the lead and receive more information that would help in the investigation.
So, that means na ang kaso sa ni Governor of Mayor June, lisod pa natin ito siya mag-raise.
Admittedly, we are facing difficulty, but we were not stopping in the conduct of investigation.
Hi, good afternoon. Huge po from Newsline Philippines. Sir, sunod-sunod ang mga insidente sa Misamis Occidental. First, kato October 15, namin musika ng Osaka Improvised Explosive Device ang igo sa convoy ni Governor Waminal. Second, yato October 23, nagipusil og shooting na kalingkawa sa kamatayan ng municipal engineer sa Calamba. And nasundan siya pagka October 28, namin musika og granada sa gawa sa gate sa mayor sa munisipyo sa Calamba og katong last of November 5, din gipusil patay ang broadcaster niya si Humalon. Sir, kumusta na ang security gipatungan sa Misamis Occidental, sir?
We consider those cases an isolated case, no? Because the way we see it, the targets are very specific, personal, more on personal motives. So it does not the violence does not is not directed to the general populace of the province. No? So we're confident that these cases are isolated. So as of now, we have not received any report about groups or individuals who wants to sow fear and intimidation to the larger population of the province. So we can say that these incidents are isolated.
So meaning makasiguro ta maluwas ang Misamis Occidental?
Yes, we can still safely say that the general peace and order situation in the province is peaceful and manageable.
Alright, thank you.
Sir, follow-up ko lang po. When you said the targets are very specific, the violence is not directed to the general public, as of now, you don't receive reports. The 4 cases involving assumed public figures, right?
Yes.
Does it not trigger perception, especially we from Davao? We always ask, is it still safe? If your governor is being subjected to sniping, if the mayor of Calamba has been subjected to harassment, if the engineer has been subjected to this threat, and you said it is generally peaceful. How do you engage the parameter about peaceful Misamis Occidental? What's your parameter?
In our daily, I'm making a daily report to our governor and to all the mayors, no? And we can see in my reports that there are no murder cases. It's not a daily occurrence. The 8 focus crimes, the murder, theft, robbery, kidnapping, you can see daily na zero yung figures, almost daily. So I can say na isolated case yung nangyari because directed to specific individuals.
What could have been the motive of all this? Personal vendetta, political revenge, or hatred, or they just wanted to disturb
Considering
the
that,
peaceful Misamis Occidental, as you said.
considering that their positions are coupled with the risk, which is more higher compared to the ordinary individual because of their positions. So the Misamis Occidental Police Provincial Office is continuously conducting threat assessment on our elected government officials. So that would be our basis to upgrade or downgrade ang ilang security details.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, biling na maglaan po sa NET 25, yung pagkakaroon ho ba ng mga checkpoint in every cities and municipalities, ito ba'y malaking tulong mo para madakip yung salary?
Yes, that would be a very big help because through those measures, we can intercept the loose firearms, which is commonly used in the perpetration of crimes such as this.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, gusto ko lang clarify, sir. Totoo ba yung gunman, yung suspect, isa sa mga suspect, ay tao ng isang politiko?
As of now, we cannot confirm that.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, pero yung tatlong jandos, no? Jandos.
One identified gunman plus 2 jandos.
2 jandos. So, sa ngayon po ba, ano yung improvement or yung development ng masabing kaso? Saan tayo siguro saan papunta ang investigation na to? Hanggang ba sa pagdakip o hanggang sa pagkilala lang ng sabing suspect?
The referral of the case to the prosecutor is one of the major breakthroughs that we have sa Special Investigation Task Group. But aside from the referral or eventual filing of the case, our Police Provincial Office has already deployed our tracker teams to track down yung mga suspects based on sa initial information that we got as far as the gunman is concerned.
Sir, ano ba ang ginawa ng PNP? Lalo na sa media industry. Masasabi natin hindi na ulit ang nasabing pangyayari. May ginawa po ba ang Misamis Occidental Provincial Police Office sa media, sa mga media practitioners sa lalawigan?
Yes. In our first press conference, di ba nag-usap tayo that napakahalaga ng personal responsibility ng mga media practitioners. So since we cannot provide security to all, considering the limited manpower of the PNP, so we indulge the media practitioners to also exercise their personal responsibility to ensure the individual safety. For example, you should be aware, you should be discerning on those issues that you tackle in your radio programs. Dapat alam mo rin yung security tips na ino-offer ng Philippine National Police for you to be made aware of your surroundings, of your routes, to avoid the pattern, ano yung i-observe mo just in case na nararamdaman mo na may sumusunod sa'yo. So those things are very important, and that can also be exercised by the media practitioner itself. Then yung coordination ninyo with the nearest police station kung saan kayo nakabase. So dapat may direct contact kayo doon sa chief of police o doon sa mga investigators. Then yung immediate report ninyo, very important yun. Immediate report that you are already receiving threat information. So those things are very vital in our common efforts to ensure the security of the media practitioners.
Okay, sir. Pagkakaroon, sir, ang gobyerno nagpagawas o dakong kandidat isip reward sa makatudlo sa mga suspitsado post sa Johnny Walker o kang itong pag-ambush ni Governor Henry Walinan. Sa imong tanaw, sir, dako ba ito siyang impact nga mapadali o mapasayon ang solusyon sa pagmangita sa mga suspitsado?
Definitely, magkakaroon siya ng malaking impact sa investigation because the reward money would be very encouraging to the public, especially those persons na may information that is directly related to the case to come out and volunteer the information sa ating mga police investigators.
Sir, katong naghatag ninyo info kalabot ng atong gunman. So, nasakop na ba ito siya na inyong maong reward? Or kani ba nga reward mo sa kung na nakapadasig niya na muhatag siya informasyon kalabot ni maong suspetsado?
Even before the notice of reward, nag-cooperate na siya sa atin.
So, pasabot sir nga, dili lang pinaagi sa reward nga ang atong mga kaigsuunan di ay muhatag ng informasyon para makasulbad o problema sa atong komunidad.
Yes.
Sir, from 25. Ngayong alam na ng PNP ang kinatatayuan ng suspect, ano ang ginagawa ng PNP ngayon para hindi lumabas sa Misamis Occidental ang salarin?
Immediately upon establishing the identity of the gunman, nagbuo na tayo ng mga tracker teams to go after the gunman. No? So, since yesterday, pinuntahan na yung kanyang mga known layers within the province. No? So, unfortunately, hindi pa rin siya makita, but we are not stopping on our efforts to locate him even outside the province.
Meron nagtanong sa akin, sir, nagtanong o nag-text, totoo ba pupunta dito si BBM sa Misamis Occidental?
As of now, we have not received official communication regarding the arrival of BBM.
Yung hindi pa nakapagtanong kay D.S. Question?
Okay. Kiling yung mga suspect na nakakatulong po ba yung mismong mga na CCTV or may additional po ba na mga ebidensya sa development po sa kaso? Ano na po yung mga active?
Ang sa nakatulong dyan is maliban doon sa testimonies ng witnesses natin. We were able through the support of our anti-cybercrime unit na-enhance yung mga CCTV footages. And doon nagiging clear yung investigation. So from the enhancement of the CCTV just from different angles. So doon natin unti-unti na-establish yung mga identity ng suspect.
Masasabi ba natin isa sa mga suspect ay taga-Calamba, sir?
Right now, we can confirm na taga-rito lang muna sila. We don't want to be specific first.
Composite sketch sa katong one of the suspects. Matagal na ba ito ba identity? Naila ba ito siya?
Wala pa tayong, aside from this sketch, we don't have additional information yet as to his true identity. Yes. But as to the gunman, we have the names and other personal information.
Ang usawa na po din siya.
Wala pa. Even the third one, the person who we've seen in the CCTV footage na getaway driver, so hindi pa rin natin na-establish yung true identity.
Isan na asat ko na taga-asa dito siya, wala dito siya.
Sir, kanus mapagawas no, kompleto tulog ang suspect yung cartographic sketch nila sa tatlong suspect? Kailan natin masasabing palabas sa publiko?
Once the case is formally filed, we can now release it to the public. Yung identity ng gunman plus the second man na may sketch, kung may additional information.
Pero at this time, kompleto na yung sketch nito. Pero hindi isa sa publiko.
Yung third man, wala pa.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. We'll just update you if mayroon na mga development yung case. Thank you and good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.